Hi, I'm Klaus from HEDD Audio, not to be confused with Klaus Heinz, a different Klaus. Anyway, welcome to our booth at Superbooth. We are quite known for our headphone, the HEDD phone, because it's the very first headphone in the world to use a air motion transformer, which is often used in loudspeakers for the excellent treble response. But we changed it in a way that it has a variable velocity transformation, and that way we can make it a full range driver. And this is much more than a proof of concept. This is actually one of the most amazing sounding headphones, if I can say so myself. I didn't design it, I'm just impressed by it myself. It's shown here at the booth with the high-end amplifier by Mk2. There's going to be a separate video on that. But we are also mostly famous for our speakers. We have here our reference tower mains. And our newest addition is the Type Mk2 series of studio monitors. Come in different sizes. We have also in the back, I don't know if you can catch that with the camera, we have the three-way systems lined up in the back.
Oh yeah, we'll go and have a look later. Yeah.
And shown here is a two-way system, 7-inch. And it also uses the air motion transformer for the higher frequencies, which is a little bit
sneak around here. There you go.
Yeah, it's not exactly the same driver as we use for the headphone. But
similar technology. Huh?
Exactly. Yeah, and this speakers, they're a big deal for us because our old slogan was analog speakers with digital minds. And also our reference speakers, they're all analog, but now we made the jump to digital. We use a really, really sophisticated high-end DSP, which also designed in-house, and it offers us so much more options and really made sure that the sound is completely transparent. If you look back here, like we already had this for the previous speaker series who were analog, where we had a VST filter for which we call the HEDD Linearizer. And this is a phase correction. So it's not an equalizer, but it just corrects the issues in the time frequency domain.
Across the whole frequency range?
Across the whole frequency range, exactly. And it's just a flip of a switch, and you can switch it on. There's actually almost no reason to turn it off. It improves the sound stage tremendously. And the other important feature here is what we call COP. It's closed or ported. And we can tell the speaker if it has open or closed bass ports. Ah. So if we go back to the front again, we have these plugs that look like this. We can seal the bass port. We just stick them in, the other one as well. There you go.
It's a high-tech sync plug.
Yeah.
Perfect. Wow.
Now it's an infinite Baffle designed speaker, just with the switch of a button to tell them it's closed, and the DSP can automatically optimize the whole system. So it will stay neutral, linear across the frequency range, and also work with the Linearizer and just loads a different setting.
That's really clever. Can you just summarize for people what difference that would make to a speaker being open?
Yeah, it's always a pro and con thing. Like, we are not telling people which one is better. Personally, I have a preference for closed, but that's for everybody else to decide. What you get is much better transient response. It sounds much more accurate, it sounds faster, but you don't have the bass volume, and you have a little bit lower maximum sound pressure level. So there are pros and cons to everything. I mean, it's probably people will compare it in their own setup and then make a preference and stick with it. That's our experience so far. But we also, like many are using them ported. As I said, I'm using them closed. It's completely up for the user to decide. Yeah. Then we have some more options on the back, of course, shelving. We can extend the bass with the extended option, low frequency extension, but it also means that the bass distortion will kick in higher, so we will have to limit the maximum sound pressure then in that case. So it's also dependent on your room and the environment you're using and so on, the inputs. And we have a desk filter, which is not needed here in this case, but if you're working on the desk and get usually like a little upper bass boost or whatever, we measured that and we can compensate that.
Does that work in the frequency as well as the phase domain? Or
yes.
Just, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Clever. Shall we go and have a quick look at the three-way units?
So on the back here we have our three-way speakers. This is the Type 30 Mk2, and here's the Type 20 Mk2. And as you can see here, we have left and right layouts. So if you were to use these together, you would not get identically the same speakers, but you get different layouts. One designed for the left, one designed for the right. These also work with the closed or ported, of course, just that I don't have a
different shape
plug right here. And on the back, it has the same functions. And just that the three-ways, they go much lower, have a higher resolution. And it's absolutely, this is like our show-off model, to be honest.
So are the Mark 1 still available, or have they been completely replaced now?
They're not available because the Mark 2 is better in every way.
Excellent. And are these going to be available shortly or available now?
They're already available since beginning of this year. And yeah, so definitely put them on your wish list for Christmas now.
Okay, and website for people to go and check?
It's www.hedd.audio.
Brilliant. Many thanks indeed.
Thank you too.